Okay, this is going to be the second section of Deltamath. This is simplifying radicals. Now we don't have it telling us that we're done, so we have to know when we're done. I'm going to skew it so there's more of the guided practice and less of these. But again, they have help videos here. You're definitely watching this video. You can use the calculator function to help break the things up and identify what perfect factors, square factors might be hidden here. Okay, there's not a lot hiding here in this one. 64, we should just know right off the bat, the square root of 64 is going to be 8. So this is simplest form. It actually is just going to be an integer and it's rational. And we're done. Okay, let's go to the next one. Square root of 49. Again, not much we have to do there. We know our perfect squares. We know the square root of 49 is 7. And that's going to be our integer answer. Okay, finally, one that we have to break up. Okay, square root of 90, we will break up. There's a good number of perfect squares that are less than 90, but we can clearly see the 9 sitting in there. So I'm going to break that up into the square root of 9 and the square root of 10. Okay, square root of 9 times the square root of 10. Square root of 9 we can take. It's 3. Square root of 10 we can't take, so it's going to stay underneath the radical. Now, the only two perfect squares that are less than 10 are 4 and 9, and neither of them can divide evenly into 10. So that's going to be our simplified answer. So 3 square root 10. Okay, looks like we've got 54. So we're going to break up 54. 5 plus 4 is 9. So we know it's divisible by 9. Square root 9 times square root 6. Okay, square root of 9. There's our perfect square. We can take it. And the square root of 9 is going to be 3. Square root of 6 we can't take. So it's going to stay underneath the radical. The only perfect squares less than 6 are 4 and 1. And it's not divisible by 4. And dividing by 1 wouldn't change anything. So we are in simplest radical form. So 3 square root 6. Okay, square root 9. Wow, they're not really throwing a lot of curveballs at us today. Okay, 125. Okay, 125 at least has a wrinkle in it. Now, we can see it ends in a 2-5. So that means one of the factors is most likely 25. Okay, so we're going to break this up into the square root of 25 times the square root of 5. If I had 5 quarters, I'd have 125 cents. Okay, so, sorry. Square root of 25 we can take. Square root of 25 is going to become 5. And that's now out of the radical and sitting out front as the coefficient. But the square root of 5 we can't take, and it stays underneath the radical. The only perfect square we can possibly take out would have been 4, but 5 is not evenly divisible by 4. So it's going to stay inside the radical, and we're in simplest radical form. Okay. All right, not many challenging ones that I'm going to see here. If the numbers just get bigger, you can use the calculator to see if you can identify what perfect square factors are in there, but we're going to need to break them up by perfect square factors only. So 45, it may be divisible by 3, but we don't care. We're going to use the square root of 9 times the square root of 5. Okay, got to break it up into factor pairs where one of the factor pairs at least has to be a perfect square. So square root of 9 is 3, and square root of 5 we can't take. So 3 root 5 would be our answer. 3 square root 5. They gave me the same answer. Okay, guys. So that's what we're going to be doing today. Again, there's a practice worksheet so you can get some more practice in. I'll post the answers for that. The only thing that will be graded, though, is the Deltamath assignment. So get to work. And if you have any questions, you can always reach me by email. Have a good day.